been 1 week already. 1 week since I decided to go zero waste for all my food choices. My week started out pretty easy. I made some really delicious meals using up some of the items that I still had, so I produced some plastic waste, but that was expected from me. As far as grocery shopping, I tried to stick to items that were not packaged in plastic. I went on a little trip to another city where I also got some takeaway food, which I was really excited about, and I even brought a little Tupperware container where I could put it in, but then in the end it turned out that they didn't do takeaway food, but that you had to sit down and have your meal on a proper plate and with proper fork and knife and cutlery, and yeah, I just felt really good about this because there was actually no waste involved at all. I did skip the napkin and used my own cloth thingy, so I was really happy with that. I feel it all went pretty well. The choices I made this week were a lot healthier, I would say, because I would skip certain food groups and food items just altogether, and most of them are like the packaged processed stuff. So I actually ate a lot more fruit this week and also a lot more vegetables than I would normally do, and then only very little like stuff that I still had to use up. So yeah, there is not really anything to say. I tried to make not everything about the zero waste choices that I had to do, because if I want this to be successful for me, then I need to turn this choice into something that I do not have to think about. So I do not want to be concerned about what is zero waste if I can have this every time. So from the beginning, I'm really conscious to make things easy for myself. And I don't know, it just happened to go really well this week, and I produced very little trash in comparison to what I would normally produce. So this is actually all the trash that I produced this week, just me, myself. So I have some packaging from tomatoes, some pasta packaging. This was from a candle, like the top of a candle. Then I had like 2 of these coconut cream cartons, 1 nutmegs, 2 energy bars, then 1 can of tomatoes, 1 empty pen, some chocolate that I had some pieces left, and then just bits and bobs, you know, the stickers that they put on fruit. So this is actually everything I had, and yeah, I cannot tell you, this is not a lot for me. Also, one more thing that I did this week, which was a lot of fun, and I didn't expect to do it, but I will definitely do it again, is I went and picked some fruit from the side of the road, from just random trees that I know were there. This is something I'm pretty excited about. It is a website called mundraub.org. So I don't know whether it is in English or not, maybe you can check it out. But what it does, or what it allows people to do, is to tell others where to get different foods for free. So you can just pin it to the map, and all these symbols, they mean different things. For example, this one is a special kind of cherry that you can get there. So that is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to hop on my bicycle and then check out some of the fruit trees and see whether I can get some maybe apples and pears at this time of the year. And these are all apple trees. So just from this one tree I've got so many apples.
course. They're not perfect, but they look so good. So on my way I found a walnut tree. So this is what I got from there. And can you see those? This is what they look like green balls, and then they crack open, and then what you get is the walnut. So I'm gonna try and find some that are already cracking. So, but I'm back home, and while I didn't get any pears because either I couldn't find the tree or it didn't have any fruit because the summer was so extremely hot and dry this year, but I managed to pick a lot of apples and some walnuts, which I didn't plan to. Let's start with this one. And then I have plenty of apples, and there are 3 different varieties or kinds of apples. As you can see, this one is, I don't know which ones they are, but this one is one. Then there are the red ones, and then there is this like standard brownish green one, which I got most from. But yeah, with apples too, they tend to have holes like this in them, so I wouldn't advise you to bite right into them, but to cut them up first, because there can always be bugs. Same with this one, the apple tries to repair itself, and that is when it gets these, like, they're not moldy, they're really hard, but that is how the apple repairs itself, and there can be bugs inside. But of course, as amazing as it has been the past couple of days, there were also some downs to my choice of going zero waste, mentally as well as not physically but practically. The funny thing is, I still have all this food in my house, and I still have everything that I like enjoy from time to time, sweets and unhealthy stuff, but I feel like the moment that I decided to do this zero waste thing, I got this, I don't know, thing inside of me saying or telling me that soon I'm not gonna have all of this anymore, just because I cannot buy it zero waste. So my brain said, go and have it now then. If you can't have it later, just take as much as you can of it now. I don't know, this is just really weird, just because I have so much stuff and there's really no need for me to like panic that I won't have all these things, and also that if I want them I can just buy them. But by having this like restriction that I set myself, or this goal, my brain is kind of freaking out right now, and I just wanted to let you know, because maybe this is something that other people are struggling with as well when it comes to making these kinds of decisions. But yeah, there is really no need to panic. So I just realized that I really do not have enough reusable bags to go for a proper zero waste grocery shop. So what I did, I actually threw them away already, but I got them out of the bin again, and see what I'm going to be reusing for as long as they rip apart. So these are the bags they give you at the bakery. It's like half plastic and half paper, so it is see-through. I don't know what the sense of these is, like why do people do these, but I've got 2 of these bags, and I mean have no weight to them, and you can definitely put things in them, and there's just a few breadcrumbs from buns that we got some time ago. So I will be reusing these for as long as I can, and I'm really glad that I got them out of the trash again, and can give them some more purpose. I'm not gonna lie, this lifestyle has its challenges, definitely. So I just came back from grocery shopping, and I thought I was prepared so well. I exactly planned out what I wanted to get, and all the things that I could get were in glass jars. So I was really happy because I can reuse them, and I will definitely need them for the zero waste shop. So I was really, really happy. And then I thought, wow, I even know a place where I can buy good bread for really cheap, and I can use my own bags. Yes, that's what I thought, and what I didn't do, because I forgot to bring my bag. So the number one thing for succeeding in this when grocery shopping is to definitely bring your own bags and don't forget them at home. It has to be like, I don't know, I have to kind of train myself to grab them as soon as I head out. So maybe I'm gonna put them close to the door so I can always remember putting them in my bag. So yeah, I didn't buy any bread as a result because I really wanted to give this a try. Of course, I could have just gotten some bread in a plastic bag, but that is not what I want. So I just did my usual shopping, the things that I needed and wanted, and then I left, and I'll have to go back another time with my reusable produce bag. One more difficulty that I faced while grocery shopping is the fact that even fruit and veg are just covered in plastic. I went to 2 different supermarkets already this week, and they each had different fruits and veggies on offer that weren't packaged, but that also means that I now have to go grocery shopping at different supermarkets for certain items, and I cannot even be sure to get them plastic free. So that is another struggle, that there is not one place where I can buy relatively cheap produce without the plastic. Of course, the farmer's market is an option, but I'd have to cycle there on that specific day, and sometimes I just don't have the time to do that. So yeah, I mean, I decided for myself that I'm gonna stay away from packaged stuff altogether for this time, for the time that I'm now trying or really giving this a shot. So I got to terms with that, but with fruit and veg, I think it's really difficult. So far, I'm just sticking to the fruits and veggies that I can buy without packaging. But I guess in the long term, you have to make some exceptions and some kind of compromise with yourself. If you don't have an amazing farmer's market and fresh produce available to you several times a week, then there's just no way I can stick to cucumbers and tomatoes in the long run. As this week went so amazingly well, I am definitely going to continue doing this for more than a week, as I planned to anyway, because I think zero waste is nothing that you do just for a week, because then it is far too impractical, because you doing all this stuff and buying grocery bags and buying all these amazing bulk items and going through the effort of really doing it, because it honestly, it takes up a lot of time going to different places for buying different stuff, informing yourself at what times the farmer's market is, and then looking where they have the best offers, and it just takes up a lot of time in the beginning. So if you only do this for a week, as like a week-long experiment, then you will only get the hard sides and the difficult sides of a zero-waste lifestyle, but do not get to enjoy the benefits in the end. Because as soon as you're organized and you have all your things in place and you trained yourself to have like certain behaviors when grocery shopping, then why do it at all? So yeah, I am definitely going to continue doing this for the next week, month, year, I don't know, and keep you updated on how it's going. Also, I'm going on holiday, which I'm really excited, and see how well I can do on holiday, and if it is possible to be zero or minimal waste on your holiday. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have got any inspiration, motivation, or tips for me, then please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.